please, allow me to show you something.
Yeah, like if this is your sign to start a new life or like venture into something new, then I guess this is it. So I moved to Japan. It still doesn't feel real. Like I wake up and I'm like, I'm here. And I'm currently doing my master's, but because of the whole COVID international borders, Japan closed their borders and I was basically doing online school for 6 months. I was waking up at 3 a.m, 5 a.m, 1 a.m, attending classes. When the sky comes falling, even the sun don't shine, I got faith in you and I, so put your pretty little hand. But now the borders are open to students and workers and I am finally in Japan and I just wanted to make a video or narrate my journey here. The visa process was so quick. My appointment was on Monday and they said because the system is down, it will come on Thursday instead of Tuesday, and they apologized. And I was like, okay, my visa's coming in 72 hours. That Friday, I booked my tickets and I was like, this is actually happening. Once everything started to seem like, oh my gosh, this is actually happening, I booked my tickets to fly down and see my friends and my partner, and that was also pretty emotional, saying goodbye to everyone. You know, spending quality time with everyone and just having those final moments was, I think, probably the most emotional part. Coming back to Johannesburg, I also had to say goodbye to my friends, which was pretty, it still doesn't feel real. I saw them last week, but I'm here now. And then finally saying goodbye to my family, which was really difficult. My flight was so early. It was at like 7:45 in the morning, which is not that early, but like the process of waking up. I think I woke up at 4, took down my luggage, my dad and I went to the airport, and also just having that last goodbye. Like that was, you know, the last contact that I was gonna have with my family for a very long time. Now it was like time to board, which was like really chill. Like I said, my flight was early in the morning. I strongly dislike flying internationally during the day because it's like, what do you do? Do you just stare? You know, the vibes are different when you fly at night because it's like, you know, you're there with the suitcase, with the comfy clothes, you're just gonna sleep. No, like I'm joking. I basically watch documentaries and listen to music. I find it really difficult watching movies. I don't know why. I can watch series, but movies, I don't know why. My second worry was the food. I was so scared that they were just gonna give me fruits. But when I like pre-selected the food, it didn't look too bad. So I wasn't like too worried, and like I wasn't. So, you know, shout out Qatar Airways because they really came through with the vegan food. Service, amazing. And then afterwards, I did a lot of sleeping, well, attempted sleep, because I was calculating how do I mitigate my jet lag, because Japan is 7 hours ahead and I was flying to Doha and my Doha layover is 9 hours. When I land in Doha, it's gonna be like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I leave at 2 a.m. I fly for 10 hours and I land again at night, so I'm gonna be existing in the nighttime for 2 days. So I was really trying to reverse the jet lag. Okay, so right now we are descending. This is my first leg of the journey and I'm tired. Like I'm just tired. I kind of want to be in Japan right now, but there's a long way to go. That flight, it felt long. I was tired. And you know, 8 hours of flying is not long. So I don't know what was up. I got to the lounge, I settled down, I had to do schoolwork. Yes, I had school. This whole process. School started a week before and I had to settle down, found my spot at the lounge. I first had like starters and then I ate some food again and I went to go shower. I'm trying to have dynamic angles. One of my biggest fears, like generally one of my biggest fears are public bathrooms. And it's like, yes, I know I'm in a lounge or whatever, but it's just like, Trying part wasn't too bad. During that layover, I was kind of bored. I'd initially planned to do a Qatar tour. My boyfriend's friend told me about, you know, this tour that Qatar Airways offers. They only had one at 6 p.m. and I landed at like 5, so it was like too soon for the time I landed. Now it's like about 1 a.m. boarding time, and this leg was from Doha to Tokyo, which was the longest leg. It was 11 hours. So basically, I'm now on my second last leg. I'm going to Tokyo right now. It's currently 1:45 right now, and I'm so tired, but I have to stay awake if I want to deal with the jet lag. One thing about the Qatar, their signature lime drink in my heart, in my actual heart. Yeah, I'm so tired. I won't lie to you, I am so tired. What happens now? Maybe I should read. Maybe I should like do work because there's Wi-Fi on the plane. But no, a whole lot of sleeping. I was sleeping. I think I slept for 50% of the trip. I wake up and I was like, oh, we're gonna land in 3 hours. So I was like, whoa. Okay, wake up, freshen up, take care of myself, also just look out because it's like daytime. Breakfast comes. The breakfast was okay. It was very interesting, I want to say. And I mark that breakfast as when things went downhill for me. The girl was nauseous. I had a headache and I was like, maybe it's the light. I'm really sensitive to light. So I was like, I need to shut down my windows, but like we were gonna start descending. Things were not communicating. I was shaky, I was sweating. I was like, do I have COVID? But there's no way I have COVID. And like Japan, prior to COVID, known as the paperwork country. With this whole COVID thing, actually, let me show you. So there's 3 apps that I need to get. One of this is called the SOS app. It's changed right now because now I'm actually in Japan. But prior to that, I had to upload documents like my proof that I've been like vaccinated, my ticket. I had to sign like 4 pledges. So when you land in Tokyo, you have to do a COVID test, and then with the apps they need to scan QR codes. Oh my word, I want to show you my thing. After you like submit the final pledge, you have to put in your seat number, and then the Ministry of Health gives you this QR code that you need to print, and then you must also have in your app, and then they like scan all of that. So there were so many booths, like you had to, it was like a spit saliva COVID test. As you wait, there are probably, I don't even know how many seats, but I remember I was like C whatever, and then there's a lady who's calling out the numbers first. And I waited like 30 minutes for my COVID results. Let me say 40 minutes. I was swaying. I was like, no, I have COVID. This is so so that when they call out your number, you have to like walk to the other side, go to the reception, and then when I got to immigration was 2 seconds. Customs, 2 seconds. Then my travel agent picked me up, took me to my hotel, and at this time I'm still going through it. I was like, okay, I'm COVID negative, but something is still wrong with me. But this time I was like, I don't know what's going on. Japan's super strict with the medication you bring, especially with painkillers, and you can't have more than a month's supply of prescription medication without like a permit. So I like messaged my tutor because from Tokyo I was going to train to my city the next day, and he was going to pick me up at the station. Very in and out. Good morning, everyone. I slept for like an hour and then I woke up like with a really bad headache. Anyways, it's now 7:30 to leave here in an hour. Food's coming in 3 minutes, so I kind of have to rush. Because I don't have to quarantine, one of my requirements is recording my body temperature for 10 days. Okay. It's currently 8:01. The bus to the hotel to the airport. Whoa. These are 8:30. So I had to wait for them to give me breakfast, which they did. I showered, I packed. I need to go check out, but I also want to go buy water because they didn't give me water. I don't know. I don't know. I basically bussed to Tokyo Station, and that was when I was like, I'm alone because my travel agent isn't there. It's just me and the ticket. Training to my city was like really chilled. Facilities, like the trains here are so clean. Like, bro, I was charging my phone, there was Wi-Fi. I was just, yeah, it was like really chilled. It was like an hour and a half. I was using the Shinkansen, which is like the train or the expressway train. So yeah, things went by super quick. I met up with my tutor. That was like really quick, and it was like so nice. We went out for Starbucks, and like this is where you see the really pretty view of my city. And then we took the subway to the place where I'm staying at right now. One of the requirements for being an international student at my university is that I have to be in a dorm for 2 months, which is like really chilled because the dorm is really nice. They do that so you can make friends and also find your apartments like IRL. I've been like settling in, things have been coming in like little by little. I couriered my like checked-in luggage because I had 232 kilograms of, you know, suitcases. I was not going to train around with that. Funny enough, you would think that once I get to my dorm I can like rest. I'm fighting jet lag. Bro, I still had school. I had to go to the lab the next day, and then I had to like buy groceries, and then I had to do like the admin. I had to do like admin. Like, oh my word, I'm living an answered prayer. We're always living an answered prayer if you think about it, but it's just like, oh my gosh, pinch myself, is this actually happening? Yeah, I'm finally in Japan, and it's crazy.